From Raiden to Rodan, nerds are passionate about a lot of things, but there's something they love above all else. That is correcting people. This is Actually. Joining us today, we have Shane Crown.
Happy to be here.
Zeke Nicholson.
Hey!
And Allie Beardsley.
Hi.
Back for more.
Yeah, baby.
The way this game works is very simple. I have here a stack of statements. These are false statements. It's up to you to identify what is incorrect about them, buzz in, and correct me. You must precede all your corrections with actually. If you don't, you won't get a point. And you can interrupt me at any time, just like in real life. As soon as you see something that's wrong, just fucking get in there and tell me what's wrong about it. All right, here we go. This first question is about Pokemon. While Bulbasaur may be the first Pokemon in the Pokedex, several other Pokemon, yes?
Sorry.
Just a
False
general
alarm.
sorry.
I'm actually
Fastest thumbs in the West. All right, we'll get there eventually. Question 1. While Bulbasaur may be the first Pokemon in the Pokedex, several other Pokemon also have the claim of being first. From Rhydon being the first Pokemon designed by developers, to Mew being the genetic predecessor of all Pokemon. There's also the question of Arceus, who due to his time travel ability could theoretically travel into the distant past to be the first chronologic. Yes?
Actually, Mewtwo is the genetic predecessor to all.
No, Mewtwo is a clone.
Actually, Mew is the genetic predecessor just to Mewtwo.
No, and point of fact, in Pokemon lore, it's believed that Mew is somehow like the core DNA.
Got it. I said it confidently and incorrectly.
No, but I love that.
Yeah.
Shane.
Rhydon was not the first one designed.
Rhydon actually was the first Pokemon designed by developers. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Isn't that weird?
That's like the lamest one.
You know how everyone loves Rhydon?
Thanksgiving parade, there's a big Rhydon
the
balloon.
Rhydon.
Here comes everyone's favorite Pokemon. It's Rhydon.
I always ran whenever there was a Rhydon on the game. I was like, I don't have time. Actually, the Pokemon that you said has time travel abilities, that's not true.
That is a correct correction. Can you be more specific?
No, because I think it's a Gen 2. This is not my area of expertise.
Red blue. It's not red blue.
I don't even think it's gold silver, is it?
Actually, it's Gen 5. I know this is no
Not
longer
even
the
a question.
question.
Yeah, you don't have to buzz it incorrect.
But that's the god Pokemon.
That's correct. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Arceus is the god of all Pokemon.
What happens when they run out of gemstones to name shit after? You know?
Yeah, they're just going down like the periodic table, like Pokemon.
Lithium.
All right, well, that is 1 point for Shane. This next question is on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tom Holland stars as the friendly neighborhood web-slinger in Spider-Man Homecoming, a fresh take on Spider-Man's origin story, featuring Michael Keaton as the villainous Vulture. Shane.
Actually, it's not his origin story.
That's correct.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Kind of picks up somewhere in the middle.
Yes, yes, this is one Spider-Man movie that is not an origin story. They finally decided maybe people get Spider-Man now, and we don't need to do that again. It's like funny to not have to explain. Imagine there's a person who was bitten by a radioactive or genetically enhanced spider, and then they're bitten and they have certain spider-like powers that you all know. Okay, great. We don't need to explain that. That's the norm.
Now
That's
he's
the
at a
baseline
homecoming dance.
Well, we will move on to Star Wars. While the primary amphibious species we meet in Star Wars are the Mon Calamari of Mon Cala, such as Admiral Aguilar of the Rebel Alliance, we also briefly meet the amphibious Quarren, or squid heads, of Kakaris. Shane, so fast in this.
Actually, the squid people are also from Mon Calamari.
That's correct. I didn't expect anyone to get this, but yes, Mon Cala is home of both the Mon Calamari and the Quarren. It is one sea planet that is home to
A bunch of appetizers.
A bunch of appetizers.
This planet is just sponsored by TGI Fridays.
Yeah, seriously. Quick, the blooming onion just blew through the door.
Welcome, it's still happy hour. So the big fish-headed people, those are the Mon Calamari. And the people who have squid-like tentacles on their head, not calamari.
Yeah.
What are they?
They're the Quarren.
The Quarren.
They're the nachos.
You gotta think like, if there's like 2 sentient species on a planet, and one of them is like, this planet is named after us, it's like, that's gotta be bad for the other one, right? Like,
They must be just killing each other over there,
Yeah.
underwater.
Probably deep frying each other, putting some marinara on the
A
side.
little bit of lemon.
Oh, let's go now.
well, we'll move away to Indiana Jones.
Oh, great. The ride, I hope.
After the third hill.
What comes crashing down at you?
In Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indy discovers his former lover, Marion Ravenwood, in Nepal. She agrees to sell Indy the headpiece of the Staff of Ra for $3,000, but not before the Nazis are able to photograph it, allowing them to construct their own version. Shane?
Actually, they didn't photograph it. It was burned into his hand.
That's correct. It was burned into the hand of the head Gestapo agent. Yeah, I don't know, man. Shane, that's right.
What the fuck, Shane?
I want to be on a different episode.
4 points for Shane. Moving on to our very first shiny question. Now, shiny questions are just like shiny Pokémon in that they are basically the same, just a little bit different and a little bit rarer.
Nice.
This is a game that we call Order Up. On the other side of your board, you'll see 5 characters from the Harry Potter franchise. I want you to arrange those characters in order of their deaths in the series.
Chronological order?
In
intensity of...
in the intensity. That guy died hard.
Honestly, yeah.
Chronological order as it would exist within the timeline of Harry Potter. And go. You have 5 very dead characters. But when did they die? Allie is buzzing in. What has she got? I'm sorry, Allie, this is incorrect.
No! All right.
Shane. This is also incorrect. Zeke. This is the correct answer.
Yeah!
The one that seemed to give people trouble is Tom Riddle,
Duh!
who is, of course,
Come on.
Voldemort. Voldemort doesn't die until the very end. The correct
Oh
order
my
here
God.
is Myrtle Warren, also known as Moaning Myrtle, Lily Potter, who is Harry Potter's mother, Sirius Black, who dies in Order of the Phoenix, Albus Dumbledore dies in Half-Blood Prince, and Tom Riddle, a.k.a. Voldemort, a.k.a. He Who Shall Not Be Named, does not die until the Deathly Hallows.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
I knew that.
The
I
first
knew that
time I
Tom-
almost had
Yeah.
it.
Well, that is a point for Zeke.
I
Nice.
feel great. Things are going well for me now.
That's it for this preview of Actually. If you enjoyed it, I have good news. There's a lot more of it over on Dropout. Go to dropout.tv and start your free trial today. And fun fact, I'm not wearing any pants right now. This time, we are going to ask you to identify the villainous laugh from various movies. Whoever can get the most villains identified will win